Hello everybody. Today I'm going to explain how you can increase your karma gain to get the most out of Wintersday. You can use this method outside of Wintersday, but currently the best source of karma is the Wintersday, and it only happens 3 weeks a year, so you should take advantage of this while you can. I'm going to explain how the buffs that you can get for karma gain, and the main source of karma gain also is in the achievements. I'm going to explain a little bit about that as well. Other than these, I'm going to explain how you can get these buffs, and I don't usually try to get all of them. I'm going to explain which ones that I try to at least have on my Wintersday characters so that I can get most out of Wintersday. With that said, I'm gonna first start with the main karma source, and it's the achievements. If you get to your achievements tab, you are going to see your karma gain here. You get karma gain from these milestones for the achievement points. Currently I have 33%. If you have other karma buffs, it doesn't show here. This is your base karma buff. It'll just show here, and as you can see, there is 2% here. If I get to 40 to 50, 500, I will get 2% more karma gain. So you should do achievements whenever you can to increase your karma gain. This is outside of Wintersday and outside of the buffs that you can get from other sources. And now, yeah, let's start with the ones that you can get for yourself and maybe from other players that they put like something like banners or bonfires. Let's explain those. Let's start with the highest source. It's the 50% karma boost, and you can get it from this karma bonus booster. It's this one. It shares the same buff as the communal boost bonfire. You can use this communal boost bonfire to put a bonfire that everyone can use. And usually during Wintersday, people open communal bonfires here. I have the buff right now, so I'm not gonna open it right now, but you can see other people open bonfires, and you can refresh your karma boost if you see a bonfire. It used to not refresh it, but they changed it recently, so it's a very good addition for the Wintersday. Like I said, this is the highest source, and whenever you see a karma boost bonfire, you just have to interact with it and refresh your buff. Also, these buffs are for your character, and if you log off, the duration will stay the same. So whenever you are not doing anything with your character, you just have to log off and the duration will halt, and when you log back in, it will continue from where it left off. It's the same for every type of buff in this list, by the way. And after this, I'm gonna move on to the banners, and I'm gonna show where you can get those banners as well. Another method to increase your karma bonus is the karma banner. Karma banner is included in guild hero banner or guild karma and experience banner. You can use either of them to gain karma boost, but hero banner and the karma banner do not stack with each other because it's the same source of karma gain for both of them. But there is one more banner that you can get to increase your karma gain. So right now I don't have the buffs for karma gain, so I'm just going to use my banners. The guild hero banners you can get from several sources. I usually get mine from Earth vs. World, but there is also guild hero banners here in the essence exchanges. You can get 2 of these per week for Rift Essences. So it's easier to get Guild Hero banner than Spirit banner maybe for new players. So I'm just gonna use this one and this one. So this is one of the sources for karma gain. It increases your karma gain 15%. And again, this one increases your karma gain for 10%. These two does not stack with each other, so you can click both of them to gain extra boost. I got the buffs for these two. And I'm gonna show the source for the Spirit banner next. But I have to move to my other character because I don't want to leave this character right now. Oh yeah, let's move on to that character to show where you can get your Spirit banners. You can get your Spirit banners from any Mystic Forge attendant. Miani is the first Mystic Forge attendant, so I'm getting from her. So you just have to talk with this NPC, and Spirit banner is worth 25 Spirit shards. You can get Spirit shards each time you level after level 80. It might be a little difficult for new players to obtain these, but if you are an old player and you want to get a Spirit banner buff, you just have to talk with any Mystic Forge attendant and get the Spirit banner for 25 Spirit shards. Also, as I mentioned the communal boost bonfires before, you can interact with banners till they disappear from the instance. So every time you want to refresh your banners, you just have to go and interact with any banner that is currently on that instance. And that's it for the Spirit banner. Now I'm gonna move to the guild boost. It's one of the easiest ways to increase your karma gain, and I'm going to show it for that one now. The next buff I'm going to mention is the guild karma boost. I said this is the easiest one that you can get, but you need a high level guild to actually obtain this buff. So to get this buff, you just need to have a guild with most of its upgrades done. Go to their guild hall. I'm going to show the location for that NPC in Guilded Hollow. But every guild instance have this guild, every guild hall has this NPC. In the Guilded Hollow, the guild karma boost NPC is located in this bar. This is the bartender that you can get your guild enhancements. Outside of Wintersday, I usually get the magic find, or if I'm doing World vs. World, I will get one of these two. But for Wintersday, I usually get the guild karma boost. The thing that I want to mention is that if you don't have a high enough guild level for your guild, you might not have the 10% buff, but if you learn some of these boosts, you will get at least a little bit of percent of karma gain buff from this NPC. So all you have to do is click this and you will get the karma boost, and this is an infinite boost, so you don't have to refresh it every time like the banners or the bonfire. Another karma boost that you can get is the karma infusion. It's an enrichment, and you can look at your enrichment to your amulets like this one. This is a celebrity birthday enrichment. It gives 15% karma. The other karma enrichment also give 15%, but you get this after you play for 8 years, if I remember correctly. But this, like I said, this is not the only enrichment that you can get for the game. This NPC is also selling a karma enrichment. So yeah, you can get karma enrichment for 10 laurel, and you can get laurels from your Wizard's Vault. If you finish your weekly, you get 10 laurels, and if you want to buy laurels, this vault also contains laurel. Here, you can get 150 for this one, from this one. The only thing for the Karmic Enrichment is you need to socket this into your Ascended gear. So if you have Exotic Amulet, you can't actually use the Karmic Enrichment. With that said, you can just buy any amulet from this NPC. I have a legendary, so I'm using that one, but as you can see, my legendary here. Like I said, you can just buy a Karma Ascended amulet for laurels from this NPC. And that's another source for karma. Another source that you can get karma boost is your nourishments and enhancements. Nourishments are basically any food that you eat. Most Ascendants have 10% karma in them, and if you have your birthday cake, you can get 10% from this one as well. There is one food that you can create or buy. This one that gives 15% for karma, but you need to buy the recipe from Super Adventure Box. And it's not... I don't think it's worth to have this one, but it's a possibility. And for the enhancements, I like to use the peppermint soil because this is the easiest one to make. You used to get these from presents, but not anymore. You can create your peppermint oils with an huntsman, if I remember correctly. And you need to buy the recipe from the NPCs, or you just need to drop the recipe from Wintersday gifts. Could be this one. Yeah. I already have this. You can craft this recipe from your huntsman if it has enough points for that one. And this is also 10% karma bonus. So in total, I get 20% for nourishment and enhancement. That's it for those two. Now I'm gonna explain the Wintersday specific items that you can boost your karma. So the first one is pretty simple. It's just this candy cane. You can drop the candy canes from the boxes. It's just a common drop from the Wintersday gifts. It gives 10% karma bonus for 1 minute, but you can stack this up to 30 minutes, so you just have to use 30 of these at a time to increase your karma boost for 10% for 30 minutes. And the other one is the Winter's Blessing. This one also increases your karma for 10%, but it's for 1 hour. To get this one, you have to finish this achievement every day. This is a daily achievement, and every time you finish this, you increase your karma boost for 10% for an hour with this item. Now I'm gonna show how you can do the donation drive. It's pretty simple. You just have to spend a little karma, but to get this achievement, you have to talk with orphans, and they also give us karma, so it's not an issue because you get more than you spend for this achievement. To start the donation drive daily achievement, you need wrapped gifts. And to get wrapped gifts, you need to make the gifts from this NPC. You're gonna need 15 of these to get the achievement, and you can just buy them here. You spent 7,560 karma for this one, and you have to spend similar amount of karma for this one. Let's get a toy slingshot. Need 15 of these. It's again same amount of karma. You just buy it from this NPC, then return back to this NPC again. Slingshot is here. We need to create 15 of these. Okay, now that we got our wrapped gifts, we just have to search the Divinity's Reach for orphans and give these gifts to them. Before starting this daily, you should increase your karma gain as much as you can. Like I said, these orphans also give out karma if you when you talk with them and give them gifts, these gifts. So these orphans usually have this symbol on them. Just have to talk with them, and like I said, you gain a lot of karma just by talking with these orphans and giving them gifts. You just have to give 15 gifts to get the achievement, but there are 30 orphans around the Divinity's Reach. I'm gonna show the ones that I usually interact with. 3. Yeah, I'll probably fast forward, but I also want to mention I also get these Wintersday gift trays while I'm doing the donation drive achievement, because they're on the way and they give you a single gift. It's just one, but it doesn't take too much time to interact with those. And yeah, I'm just gonna continue for looking for orphans. This is the second tree that I get for while I'm doing the orphans route. There is one more tree that you can get from here. I'm also going to link the locations of the orphans so that you can check there. I get it from the wiki. You can also find it in the wiki if you want. And this is the third tree I get. This is the last one that I get gift from, but it's one gift better than nothing. Also, there is another achievement that gives you 5 gifts if you donate 30 gifts to the orphans. So you can do that as well. And this should be the last one. After we talk with this one, we're just gonna get the donation drive achievement, and that will reward us with the Winter's Blessing.
What a pleasant surprise.
And like I said, you can use this one to increase your karma boost for 10 more %. This is a donation drive achievement. So there is one more source that you can use to increase your karma gain. But I usually never do this one because it requires you to complete some hard quests, which takes some time, and I don't want to spend that much time on this one. You have the End of Dragons expansion, and if you do the new Kinesis hard quests, any of them works. You need to open this community service tips. I finished one of them. I just want to show that this one is locked if you don't do the hard quest for this NPC. I'm gonna show the item now. Like I said, any hard quest NPC has this item, and it says if you use this item, it pursues across map changes. So if you finish the hard quest in this map and buy the item from this NPC, you'll get a buff, this buff, which will increase your karma bonus for 10%, and it will persist across maps, so you can just buy and move to another map to use your karma boost there. Once again, I don't use this one too much, but it's an option, and if you don't have End of Dragons, you don't have access to these hard quests anyway. Before I end this video, I also want to mention another buff that you can get for karma gain, but this will not persist through map changes. So if you want to do, for example, Balquire, you will lose this buff. If you finish your race, you'll get this buff, and it will only stay with you in this instance. Even if you change maps, it will disappear. One thing that you can do with this buff is maybe you can do 2 more races, because races give out extra karma for the first 3 times. And also you can do the donation drive with the race buff active, so that you can increase your karma gain when you give gifts to orphans. That's pretty much it. There is one more method if the game asks you to switch instances for Divinity's Reach, for example. You have to change maps, then change instances, and you'll get another buff, which will increase karma, but it functions as like the mount race one. You do, for example, jumping puzzle, you will not have that buff on you. Other than that, another thing I want to say is don't forget to refresh your buffs whenever you can. People usually open stuff here during Wintersday, and you can refresh them anytime you want. And also try to log off your character whenever you're done with it, because the buffs will stop ticking down and you'll continue from where you left off when you logged off from that character. That's pretty much it for the methods of maximizing your karma gain. Hope you find this useful. If you did, please like and follow. And see you again on my next video. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do one about the general stuff that you can do in Wintersday and the daily stuff that you can do in Wintersday. And that's it. See you later and happy Wintersday.